Okay. So, well, here, guys, in today's session, we are going to discuss about data lookup rules. Well, if you just open our finance case form, hmm, so use shortcuts, guys. Use slash commands. Okay. So, what is our table name? U underscore finance underscore case dot do. It will directly open the form. Okay. So it has directly opened the form. You no need to go to table and you no need to click on show form. Directly it will open the form. Okay. So well here if you see impact, urgency and priority. So usually incidents we discussed, right? Incident has also impact, urgency, priority. Incidents are worked based on the priority. If it is critical incident, that will be worked first. That incident will be worked on first. After critical incidents, high priority, then medium priority, then low priority, then very low priority. Okay. Let me give you one example. So somebody has come to me. Okay, let us say I'm a financier. I give money for interest. I have 5 lakhs rupees. Okay, five people have come to me to take that money. One guy has come to me for money for his daughter marriage. Another guy has come to me for money for his bettings. One guy has come to me for money for his father health. One guy has come to me to give money to his friend. Okay. So another guy has come to me. He'll take money from me. He'll give extra interest to someone else. So there are 5 kinds of people here. So I have 5 lakhs people, 5 lakhs rupees. I'm a financier. I'll give money for interest. So 5 people have come. One guy has come for his father health. One guy has come for his daughter's marriage. One guy has come for his bettings. Another guy has come for his friends. Another guy has come for his interest. So here, out of these, which one is the priority one? Father health. So I should consider him first. Next one is daughter marriage. Okay. So rest of the 3 things, out of these 3 things, which one is priority? Hmm? So his friend one, you can say that one is actually priority one. Fourth one is about the guy who will give interest for extra money. Last one is bettings. First one, health is actually utmost priority. Then daughter's marriage, friends help. The guy who gives interest to extra money, that is actually low priority. A very low priority is actually for bettings. So here I should treat priority ones first here. As a good citizen, even though I'm a financier, I should treat priorities. Likewise, likewise, admins will get different priorities. Based on the priority only, they will work on incidents. Getting my point? So here, if you see low impact, low impact means only one person is facing means low impact. Medium impact means 10 persons facing the issue, like the whole team, or else whole team is facing the issue means medium impact. If your whole organization is facing issue, then it is high impact. But you can't understand if whole organization is facing the issue or not. Okay. So that is why maximum you will create low or medium cases. And you have urgent. How urgent it is to fix this one? Is it very urgent? You will select high, medium urgent, and low urgency. Okay. This priority will be calculated based on the impact and urgency. If it is one person and very urgent means it will be considered as medium priority. It will be considered as medium priority. So likewise, priority should be calculated. Priority should be uh, populated based on the impact and urgency. Okay. So for that, I'm actually creating a data lookup rules, guys. So firstly, first step that I'm doing is I'm just creating a table. Hmm? So this is the table that we created. Hmm? This is the table that we created. So in this table, we created impact field, urgency field, and priority field. Right. In the impact field, I have created high, medium, low impact choices we created. These three choices we created. Similarly, we created urgency. Okay. And we create priority field. We have created a priority field as well, right? Here also we have created choices. This point everybody is clear, right? So ignore about finance case table. I am creating a new table. I'm creating a new table. So this table name I am actually creating as finance case priority rules. Okay. Okay. Here, very important thing here is you must extend a data lookup matcher rules table here. Data lookup matcher rules table is very, here you must extend this particular table. That is very important one. Okay. Save this one. As we are extending the data lookup matcher rules table, all the fields from the data lookup matcher rules table will automatically come. That you all know. Okay. So I'm just clicking on show form here. No fields are there on the form. I am creating 3 fields on this particular table. Okay. Using form builder or form design or anyone you can take. I'm creating a impact field here, guys. Hmm? Which is actually a choice type of field. Agency field I'm creating, which is also a choice type of field. Okay, priority type of field. Okay. I created these 3 fields, but I did not create the choices here. Okay. Just to save this form. And if you just click on show form here, you will be able to see 3 fields. In these 3 fields, there are no choices. Yeah, because we didn't create any choices here. What we will do is we will inherit the choices from finance case impact urgency priority choices to finance case priority rule impact urgency priority choices. Okay. Field that we created, priority field that we created, urgency field that we created, impactor. So finance case. Okay. I am inheriting the choices from finance case impact choices to finance case priority rules impact field. Urgency on advanced view. Okay. Here urgency I am selecting here. Priority on advanced view. I gave urgency. Okay. So let me just go to the table. We can't show form here. You can see these choices are appearing here. High, medium, impact, high, critical, high, medium, very low. Okay. Guys, did I tell you the difference between save, submit, save, update, insert, and stay, right? Here, I am just using impact as high, urgency as high, then priority will be critical. Okay. Impact, medium, then urgency, high. I'm using insert and stay. Urgency low, then priority is medium. Okay. Impact is medium, urgency high, then it is high. Okay. Impact medium, urgency medium, then priority medium. Impact medium, urgency low, then it is low. Impact low, urgency high, then it is medium. Impact low, urgency medium, then it is low. Impact low, urgency low, then it is very low. Okay. If you just go to the table and click on show list, you have created a lookup rules. Just click on show list here. You can see, let me just reorder. Impact low, urgency high means then it is medium. So we created the rules here. Finance case priority rules. What we did, we created a table. In the table, while creating the table, we are extending a data lookup major rules table. There we created three fields like impact, urgency, and priority, where we are actually inheriting the choices from finance cases. Then we created these rules. After creating the rules, we have to create definitions. Data lookup definition. We have to create a data lookup definition. Okay. You have to choose data lookup rule. So catalog data lookup rules we'll discuss when we discuss catalog items topic. Source table will be finance case table. Okay. Measure table will be finance case priority rule table that we created just a while ago. Run on update as well. So then you can see matcher field definitions, setter field definitions. Matcher fields means here impact, urgency are matchers. Setters are priorities. See, impact, urgency are setter fields. Sorry, impact, urgency are matcher fields. Priority is setter field. So impact and impact. Okay. Matcher field definitions and setter field definitions. Okay. That's all. You go to the finance case form now. Where is the finance case form? So this is the finance case form. So when I select the impact as high, urgency as high, it is setting as critical. And when I set as medium and urgency as high, priority is set as high. When I select low impact, high urgency, then it is medium. Low impact, low urgency, then it is very low. The priority value is getting populated based on the impact and urgency or not. Hope you guys are clear. Hmm? Ali. So likewise, based on the category and subcategory, I want to populate assignment group values. Okay, if I select a category as software, and software assignment group should be populated. If I select a hardware, hardware related assignment group should be populated. So based on the category and subcategory, the assignment group value should be populated. Hmm? So in that case, what we have to do, same approach. Here you have two choice fields, one assignment, one reference field. Earlier we have three choice fields. Impact, urgency, priority, those are three choice fields. Remember this point. This point is very, very important. Field types are important. Data types are important. I think I have already shared the JavaScript Udemy course, guys. That is sufficient for you. I would request you to go through that Udemy sessions before I start the scripting part. Field types, JavaScript data types, both are very important. Field types, everything in ServiceNow will depend on field types and data types, guys. Okay. The field types are very important. Data types also very important. Okay. So specifically, I told about uh, the JavaScript basics that are required for ServiceNow in the JavaScript course. Okay, getting my point. So here we have two choice types and one reference type. Earlier we have three choice types. Then we were creating three choice type of fields. Now we have to create two choice type of one reference type of field. Even in coming days when we are writing script also, we need to understand what is the field type. What is the field type and all, we have to understand that first. Without understanding the field type, okay, you can't write the proper script. Fine. Now we will create one more table in the database. Wally, looks like you are able to understand the things properly, man. Keep up your good work. Even when you feel difficult, don't give up. Not only you, it's for everyone. Slow and steady will win the race. Slow and steady. If you practice every day, you don't have to practice 8 hours a day. I mean, if you practice 8 hours a day, you will get job as soon as possible. If you are not at all practicing, that is the problem. Okay, at least 2 hours if you are practicing every day, that is slow and steady every day. Daily 2 hours every day minimum. If you are practicing, you will get the job. Slow and steady will win the race. We have already learned this story in the childhood, tortoise and rabbit story. Tortoise will run and will sleep at one place. Where not tortoise, rabbit will run and sleep at one place. Tortoise will be keep moving. Finally, it will win the race. That is what the takeaway that we have to take. Slow and steady. Okay, so I'm just creating a new table here. In a week, guys. Okay, I'm just keeping here the table name as this is must to extend data lookup method rules table. If you don't extend this, won't work. Form builder, creating three fields. One is category, a choice type of field. The third one is reference type of field. Group table. Done. Go to the table. Scroll down, open the category field, open the subcategory field. These are choice type of field. Will inherit the choices from category choices, finance case category choices. Okay, category. It is already in the advanced view, right? Subcategory. I'm going to the table. I'm going to create the rules now. Category as software, subcategory as Unix. Then I want to assign it to software group. Okay. Category as software, subcategory as Windows. I want to assign it to software group. Category as hardware and subcategory as laptop. Then I want to assign it to hardware group. Okay. Desktop, I want to assign it to hardware group. So you can create as many rules as you can. I created just 4 rules. So let us rearrange it. You guys are clear, right? So based on the category and subcategory, the assignment group will be populated. Okay. So next thing, we have to create a definition. Lookup definition. Data lookup definition. Source table will be finance case table here. Matcher table will be finance case group role table. So now you tell me here what are matcher fields and what are setter fields. What are matcher fields and what are setter fields? Category are matcher fields. Subcategory is a matcher field. Yes. So I am selecting the category here as software, subcategory as Linux. Assignment group is populated as software, right? I am changing it to hardware and subcategory as laptop. It is changed to hardware, right? Getting my point. So based on other field values, if you want to set a field value, you can use data lookup rules. See, dependent values are different, guys. Dependent value, this field value is dependent on category value. If you closely observe here, dependent values are not setting the values. It is not setting the values. It is showing the dependent values. It is showing the values. Here it is setting the values. You understand, right? Hmm? Dependent values, whenever I select a hardware here, hardware related subcategories, it is showing. It is not assigning. But data lookup rules are assigning a value here, right? Hmm? You understand the difference between? Okay, fine. Now we will understand assignment rules. Now, so far we understand about data lookup rules. Now we understand assignment rules. Assignment rules will work only when you submit the record. If you don't, here even without submitting, this data lookup rules are working, right? On field value change, it is working. I don't have to submit this one. But assignment rules will work only when you submit this one. First of all, I am going to delete this definition. I am going to delete these rules, okay? Fine, right? Fine. These assignment rules will work only when you after submitting the record. Without submitting the record, you can't. It won't work. How many of you know task table, guys? Task table. Did I tell you about task table or not? The assignment rules will work only on the tables which are extending task table. If you try to write a assignment rule on finance case table, you won't be able to write. Finance case table is not extending task table. You getting my point? So let me go to assignment rules here. Okay. So here, if you try to select a table here, finance case, you won't be able to select a finance case table here. You understand, right? Why am I not able to select finance case table here? Because it is not extending task table. So I told you, incident table is extending task table. Incident task table is extending task table. Problem table is extending task table. Problem task table is extending task table. Change request table is extending task table. Change task table is extending task table. On the tables which are extending task table, on those tables only you can create a assignment rules. I am going to create a assignment rule on the change task table. Okay. In the change task table, mm, why category field is not appearing? Mm. Configuration item is Salesforce. Okay. The configuration item is Salesforce. And I want to directly assign it to Salesforce developers group. Getting my point? I have created a rule, guys, on the change task table. If you select the configuration item as Salesforce automation, it will be automatically assigned to Salesforce developers. So I'm going to the change task table. Go to the tables. Without table, is there any service now, guys? No service now without tables. The form. Change task form. Here I selected the configuration item as Salesforce automation, guys. It hasn't populated the assignment group. Did you notice here? Only after the submission. Just- Okay, save this one. After saving this one, assignment group will be populated as Salesforce developers. You can see here. After saving this one only, these assignment rules are running. Assignment rules are to populate assignment group and assign to values, not for other fields. If you take a look at here, condition, you can keep any condition, but assign to assignment group and user. Here, if you want, you can also write the script as well. Script we will discuss in coming days. Okay. So how the assignment rules are working and all, assignment rules are only to populate assignment group and assign to. You cannot create assignment rules on the tables which are not extending task table. You can create the assignment rules only on the tables which are extending task tables, like incident, problem, change task, problem task. On these tables only you can create a assignment rules. Assignment rules will work after form submission. Hmm? As well as assignment rules are used to populate only assignment group and assign to, not for other fields. Hope you guys are clear. Hmm. Okay. Guys, this dictionary overrides concept, you who understand better, you understand better. So you please connect with Rajeshwari. Okay, Rajeshwari is not able to understand this concept. Okay, you explain her, and if she is not able to understand, then I'll explain her one more time. Hmm? You got it right? Hmm. So you guys are clear, right? Ah, hmm. Yes, but it will be overreading. See, the point is you wrote a data lookup rule based on the impact, based on the category, subcategory, you are populating assignment group. Okay, you created a data lookup rule and it has populated the value, and you try to submit the form, and again assignment rule has run. So assignment rule is populating one assignment group. So that will be the final. Whatever the value that is populated from data lookup rule, that will be removed. Okay. So that you will understand when I explain about script execution order. When you open the form, scripts will be executed in an order. First, when I open the table form, dictionary properties will run. Dictionary properties such as making field mandatory, read only, display, default value, calculated value, reference qualifiers, these will be populated. When I open the form, okay. So after that, client scripts will run, then UI policies will run. After UI policies, on submit client script will run, UI actions will run. There are some scripts which will be executed in an order. Likewise, before data lookup rules, before data lookup rules, uh, before assignment rules, data lookup rules will run. That means after running the data lookup rules, assignment rules will run. Okay. Suppose using dictionary property, I'm making a field mandatory. Okay. After dictionary properties, client scripts will run. Using client script, you can make field that field non-mandatory. So dictionary property is making mandatory. Client script will make that field non-mandatory. Okay. You guys are clear, right? So you scripts will be executed in an order. That is script execution order also I'll tell you in coming sessions. Okay. Any questions from anyone, guys? Hmm? Which one? Hmm. Views will appear only on the existing record. Here, change task. This is an existing record, right? Already created record. System ID is not -1. You will be able to see view here. Here you won't see. You won't be able to. Here also you are able to see view. Huh? So only on the new records you can. Only on the existing records you can see that option. Uh, yeah, on the new form you won't be able to see the views. Hmm? Which one? This which one you are pointing out? You can stand up and show me. Hmm. Hmm. So that is actually ServiceNow. That comes under UI actions as well. So if you want to create UI actions, you can create UI actions as well. Uh, this comes under context menu. You can also create context menus. Okay. So even when you create UI action, also UI actions will appear here. Okay. So this comes under context menu. Context menu. So under configure, hmm, hmm, that comes under context menus. So here in the arrow mark, you can see this one subcontext menus. This is ServiceNow provided ones. So I don't think we have to create context menus like this. We can create UI actions are sufficient. Okay. So UI context menu, list layout, show matching. If you see here, if you right click, you are able to see show matching, filter out. These are actually context menus, I told you, right? So list layout, show matching, list calculations, filter out. Hmm? Copy sysid. Copy sysid we have seen, right? These are actually, these comes under context menus. We have business rules. When you right click, we are able to see right click context, right click configure business tools. Okay, you can see the parent is configure here. Parent is also a context menu. You understand, right? So parent is also a context menu. Under configure, you can see these are subcontext menus. List layout, list calculations, list control, table, database view, security rules. These are actually the appearing ones, right? Whenever you right click on it, right click, configure, form builder, form layout, related list, all these all are appearing. So this is the configure is the context menu. Configure is the context menu. Under this context menu, you added these subcontext menus. You got it right. You can create a new context menu if you want to create. Hmm? You understand, right? You can say this is a menu type operator. You asked right that line, how that line will come and all. Okay. If you see here, it will be separator for, you can say type is separator. Because of the separator, that line will come. This line is actually a separator. So those are actually context menus. Even though when you create UI actions appear under this context menu as well. Okay. So those are actually ServiceNow provided default context menus out of the box. Whatever ServiceNow is providing, that is called out of the box. Okay. Any questions from anyone, guys? If you want to become a professional ServiceNow developer, if you want to become a professional ServiceNow engineer, what you should do, that thing everybody will tell you. Okay. You must practice. When you open the form, If you right click, so what is this option is doing? What is this option is doing? What is this option is doing? What is this live follow on live feed? What is this analyze access? What is this configure? What is this export? What is this view? What is this create favorite? What is this copy URL? What is this copy system ID? What is this OXML? What is this history? What is this reload form? Professional will explore about each and every point that he see. What exactly this button does? What exactly these three dots does? Why they have chosen this one? Why did they add this one on the form? Why do they need this one? Because of this, who will benefit? If you explore, your knowledge will get expanded. Everybody will practice, man, Vinay. But the way of practicing is completely different. Okay. So here in the hamburger menu, what are these options? Okay, what is this button is about? What is this link is about? What is this about? What is this close task button? Okay. If I scroll down, why are we able to see this yellow mark here? So why are we able to see this button here? What is this filter activity? That is how by exploring you can gain the knowledge. See, guys, each and everything. If I start explaining, it will take more than a year. Getting my point? Uday, you can also explain this one, right? Something like that. If you ask me, I don't have answer to this question. But I'm telling you the way of practice. So what is this option? What is this option? What is this option? In this form, you don't know about many things. If you start exploring, then you will become a professional. So, guys, these activities here, right? These activities are separately stored in the. So this record, in this record, what are all the activities that you have done? So in this record, so you selected category value, you changed category value, you closed it. So you have done multiple activities on this particular change task. You have done multiple tasks on this change task, guys. Okay. So what are all the activities are what are the activities that you have done are stored in a separate table that is actually sys underscore history underscore set table. I'll show you. I'll take the change request system ID, change task system ID. I am changing it to in progress. Okay. I am changing it to implementation. I am changing the short description. I have done some activities, right? In this particular record, what are the activities that you have done? To take the system ID, go to the sys underscore history underscore set table. Okay. ID. ID is this one. So this is the change task. Open this one. So in this, this is a record history, guys. In this record history, what did you do? Each field, what you have done. Each field, what you have done. So we changed from state to open to in progress around 1 minute ago. System administrator has changed it. We changed from planning to implementation state at this particular time by system administrator. We changed it from test to test particular some random value at this particular time by system administrator. So all the activities are stored here or not? Record history, you can see it in the sys underscore history underscore set table. Okay. So here, this is actually history line table. So all the activities, this is a history table, guys. What you did, everything that you can see here. Sys underscore history underscore line table, what you have done, everything is stored here. So 8 years ago, what you have done. Your every activity will be stored in the history table. Yes. Yes. You can filter it out. Updated. Just a moment. Updated on yesterday. Yesterday I didn't make any update. Huh? I might have done update, right? Not updated. Updated time. Update time. So yesterday I made 110 changes. Okay. You understand, right? So without tables, no service now. If you have already SQL knowledge,